Okay, this is a cross section of a sheep's brain, which we would have seen in class had we been attending class. We're going to be responsible for the same parts. We have the cerebrum, the corpus callosum. In here in this hole is where the lateral ventricle is located, and right below is the fornix. We can also see the cerebellum with the arbor vitae. And coming up the brainstem, we have the medulla, and then this little large lump here will be the pons, and then up above will be the midbrain. Other parts that we can see on here, here's our optic chiasm. This is our pituitary gland, and this little bump right here would be your mammillary bodies. Okay. Otherwise, and back here we can really see a very nice superior colliculi and a pineal gland. The pineal and superior kind of run together. The inferior are very small. Looking at this photo of the sheep's brain, we are pulling the cerebrum and the cerebellum apart, and we can see the pineal gland, the superior colliculi, and the inferior colliculi. Obviously on this, you can also see on the cerebrum, the gyri and the sulci, and a little bit of the longitudinal fissure. Last thing to discuss is our cranial nerves. You have 12 pairs of cranial nerves, and they're going to be numbered starting at the bottom, 1 through 12. We're going to look at the olfactory. This is your olfactory bulb with the olfactory nerve. This is the optic nerve coming in. It crosses over at that optic chiasm. Then we have the oculomotor nerve. The next one is this tiny little skinny one back here that's going to creep up by the pons, and this is your trochlear. And then we have a fairly large one in front of it called the trigeminal. Then we're going to move back to the middle line of the body, and this big lump here is the pons. So crawling up the front of the pons is the abducens. Then moving down here from the abducens, we have the facial, and then we have the vestibulocochlear. Okay. Next, we'll have the glossopharyngeal, the vagus nerve, the accessory nerve that runs along here, and then we're going to jump back over here to the hypoglossal, which will run through the hypoglossal canal. Okay. You also should be aware of what holes these run through. On the handout, there is a chart that will tell you the name of the nerves, where they exit, and what their function is, so make sure you study that.